Thanks for tuning in again. And happy April. So hard to believe. We're now in the 4th month of 2025. I can hardly believe it. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in, sharing, hitting the notification, like it. YouTube tracks all that stuff, and I suppose it helps at some point. So helps with the algorithm so people can see it. So let's talk in the widow journey. We have shared so many things so far about your parts of your healing. So spiritually, your physical, your creativity, your emotional. Sorry, I'm holding back a sneeze. And there's another piece, which is very important, and it's your financial piece. So when you become a widow, you may go down to 0 income if you were a stay-at-home mom. You might go to at least half an income, right? You're going to be losing your husband's income immediately. And I'm fairly certain that I shared before. I'm going to share it again if not. So if you're not a widow and you're tuning in, take note because this applies to you. It's important. Look to see, have your husband, your spouse, check to see with their HR what happens with your health benefits should he pass unexpectedly. Well, so we didn't know that. I would have never thought that to even cross my mind to have to check on that. But where Bob worked, that benefit was really not that great because Bob died on the 24th, and as a week later, February 1st, the girls and I had no health benefits. And you're not even able to really think about making decisions like that 6 days after your husband dies, right? So at any rate, we eventually had a financial advisor who really was not at the time, as much as I thought, was not a very good help. And I'll get to that in another time because it's very important. It's very common for widows to be taken advantage of. And we don't know what we don't know, right? So I have spoken to numerous widows now since I've been in this widow walk, and they too had been taken advantage of in many different ways by people in the church and by people who they thought were trusted. So that being said, let's talk a little bit today about the financial piece. So check with your your spouse's health insurance if your spouse is still living. And if not, then and I wonder what you did. I ended up getting the girls and I signed up with Christian Healthcare Ministries, who actually was one of the few places that had a widow's benefit. So, if you are a widow and you have how they do theirs, you pay for units. So like I would be a unit, and then each child would be a unit. Your spouse would be a unit if you're married still. And but if you're a widow, they only charge you for 1 unit, no matter if you have 1 child or 10 children. So that really is helpful. And it was so helpful from the standpoint of there really are not a lot of places that actually do offer an actual widow benefit. And so I just want to put a shout out for Christian Healthcare Ministries and check them out. If you have questions, you feel free to ask. We have had no problems with them since using them. So anyway, there's that. And so I think we'll stop there for today. We'll just make this a little short one. So check with your HR person if your husband is still alive. Have him check to see what benefits you still receive and how quickly how long you have health care. Now, I mean, you have Cobra coverage you can have, but that's like thousands a month. That's a whole nother ball game, that I'll get to when I talk about life insurance. So, anyway, if you don't know, maybe you're floundering and you're not sure, I like Christian Healthcare Ministries. And it's affordable, it will meet your needs, and it's really the body of Christ helping one another. And I pray for the people who are actually enduring very hard health challenges. Each month I get a person to pray for. And so, yeah, look into that if you need healthcare coverage. Okay?